yardages. In the US and several other countries, we do yards, and most other countries do meters. So if you ever hear me talk about yards and meters, basically I'm saying it in yards. Obviously if I go overseas, it's in meters, but just for here, if you ever need to convert it, there's charts online. But basically everybody here does yards. Tees. There's our red tee, white tee, and blue tee. That's generally what most courses use. Obviously they'll do green. Here we do copper, silver, gold. And that's just to keep people from saying, oh, that man's hitting up on the red tee. The red tee has a stigma of being called the ladies tee, quote, quote. It's not the ladies tee, it's the beginner tee. So if you're starting out, start at the most forward tee box possible. Doesn't matter what somebody says, whether you're a man that's 400 pounds and you can hit it 500 yards, you know. I would recommend the furthest tee box up and let them make fun of you, you know. That's how you learn. You need to be able to make pars, you need to make bogeys. Don't make anything above a triple bogey. Set your goals to shoot low starting out, and then as you progress and say, wow, every day I'm shooting great, and you're comfortable with it, move back a tee box, then rebuild from there. On the pins, most golf courses will give you a little sheet that tells you front, middle, back, or they'll have several different indicators as to where the pin will be located. Some courses, they use colors, usually yellow, blue, white, red. There's different colors depending on what course you play. Most people put white kind of in the center. They might put a yellow in the center. It varies. Red's always in the front, blue's always in the back. It could be black. And sometimes they're checkered, like that flag back there's a checkered flag, but it doesn't matter as long as you kind of know. And if you don't know, I recommend you getting a rangefinder, quote, quote. It can shoot off the yards. You can take, like, if your dad hunts, I'm sure he has a deer finder, and that might work. But I would recommend getting a rangefinder. It will help you out. Next, have ball marks, divots, and plugged balls. That's something you should know. A ball mark, I already went over that, is one that you put behind your ball, but this ball mark is one that's made on the green. Anytime your ball hits a green, there's a possibility that it will hit and make a little indentation in the green. So what you need to do is get a tee or a fixer and just kind of make it level with the ground. I've done a video in the past somewhere, I might can link it. I'll see if I can find it and put it up here. A divot is basically in the fairway when you take a shot and you take a piece of chunk out of the earth when you hit the ground and the stuff flies. So what you want to do is refill it with sand. If you don't have sand, you can either go find that dirt and put it back. I wouldn't recommend putting the grass back unless it's specific locations, because Bermuda like this, it won't go back together for some reason. It'll just turn brown. So refill them with sand if possible. If not, just to make it look a little bit better, so that way the next person whose ball ends up there, it won't be as bad. On the course also, if it's really wet out, you might have a plugged ball, and that means the ball hit the green or hit the ground and it stayed in its pitch mark. That's what a plugged ball is called. And what you do there is there's a specific drop for it. You find your nearest point of relief, no closer to the hole, drop it, put a tee down there, and then you have a club length. You can clean your ball, and I will go over this rule in one of my rules of golf. It'll be on a Saturday. I'm not sure if I did it recently in my hotel series. I did a lot of those. They'll be coming up. But you might like to watch that one, and I'll do a demonstration. Next, I have a bunker, which is a sand trap, water hazard, out of bounds, and unplayable lie. So those are the 4 big issues that you need to know about a golf course. A bunker and a sand trap, you're not allowed to ground your club. That means you cannot touch the sand. If you do, it's a stroke penalty. And I'll have to go over that in another video. But I have a how to rake a bunker. I'm going to add that here too. But the only time you can touch the sand is when you're hitting the ball, when you're going down. So you're not supposed to touch the sand. You can touch it with your feet. And there's several other rules that you need to know about the bunker before you start playing. I go over that later on. water hazard, there's two types. There's a, I forgot, lateral, and I forgot the other word, but they're red and yellow. That's how they're designated, is one's red, one's yellow. And I go over the water hazards in another video. Sorry, I'm not, it's just so hot out here anyways. Out of bounds, there are white stakes that will designate out of bounds. If you're playing in a tournament, they will give you a whole sheet, and it's got the pace of play and all these different things, and they designate which holes have out of bounds on them. So be sure to check that out when you're in a tournament. If not, there's a local rules. Usually every single golf course should have a local rules. Here, the train tracks, they're right over there, that designates as out of bounds. There are several other spots. The road, always roads are out of bounds. Doesn't matter where you are, play them as out of bounds, because it's dangerous to be hitting across a road to the hole. Now, I'm guessing there's some cases where a road would not be out of bounds. You just have to go with your circumstance. I can't predict every circumstance. Unplayable lie, that is always determined by the player. I have a video coming up on that one also. It'll be in my Saturdays videos. It might be up in August, I'm not sure when, but only you as the player can determine if it's unplayable. So basically, I don't have a ball with me. Your ball ends up here, and you'll just have to check out my videos. Sorry, but it's a lot of just talking, and I made a whole video on that. Ouch, ant bit me. And that about covers it. Sorry if I talked a little bit too fast, but I was trying to cover a lot of information. This is going to have to be in several different videos, so thank you for watching. I'm going to add some more in a minute, so thank you. Subscribe. Bye.